Hello friends, in previous video we have seen sectors of the Indian economy and on the basis of nature of economic activities we have discussed first criterion, which is primary, secondary and tertiary. So primary, secondary and tertiary, three sectors of the Indian economy on the basis of nature of work. So these three sectors produce very large number of goods and services. Large number of goods and services they produce. So there is a question, like here you can see that different cement, gold, mining, tea production, here electronic, mining, wheat, right, as well as fuel. So here different economic activities and they produce a very large number of goods and services. Remember, both here goods and services. So there is a question, how do we count the various goods and services to know the total production of each sector? So, and how can we compare them? So we can know by total production of wheat, rice, or any other or total agricultural products. But it's a bit difficult to know. How do we know that how many thousands tons of wheat, how many thousand tons of rice, okay, and how to compare them with gold, at how many ton gold, as well as how many numbers of automobile, and how do we count service of teacher or doctor or any other, how many days. So practically such things are not possible. So basically what do? We count value of goods and services, but that also sometimes makes trouble, because if you count wheat, so value of wheat, then after wheat can be used to make flour, so value of flour can be used to make biscuits, so value of biscuits. So sometimes multiple times the value of same thing can be counted. So to avoid this, we count final value of goods and services. Final value means final product which consumed by consumer, which consumed by people. That means final value includes all the goods, means raw material, as well as other services, all the values of things being used in it we count. So like pack of biscuits, which is final product, so value of that final product we count in GDP. So what is GDP? Let's see about GDP here. So gross domestic product. What is GDP? That means gross domestic product. No, which is wrong. That is just full form of GDP. Meaning of GDP is here the value of final goods and services. As I mentioned earlier, we count final goods and services, and final goods and services, as earlier we discussed, that difficult to compare. Like we cannot compare production of agriculture sector with the secondary sector, means thousands of tons wheat with number of automobiles, practically not possible. Hence we count here value of them, because everything has its value, price. So we count value, and mainly we count in India rupees. Sometimes for further information and detail we convert into USD. So here the value of final goods and services produced in each sector, that means primary, secondary and tertiary, each sector during a particular year. So time is important over here. So production of each sector during a particular year provides the total production of entire economy of that particular year, and the sum of production in the three sector gives what is called gross domestic product. That means total production of entire economy, because as we have seen that Indian economy is divided into three sectors: primary, secondary and tertiary. So total production, value of final goods and services of each sector, value of final goods and services of primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. Sum of this all three, that means gross domestic products. Means gross domestic product means final value of goods and services produced within economy during a particular year. So if we talk about India, in Indian economy, the value of final goods and services is during a particular year showing GDP of India. That is called gross domestic product. We also use this criteria for comparing different countries. Further, we'll discuss in next video. Thank you so much. See you later.